Hello and welcome to Beyond Sunday, a podcast from Schweitzer Church. I'm Jason Leininger, and in studio today we have DJ Moss and Melanie Easterly and a fantastic looking quilt that is primed for the autumn season. At least I think it's primed for the autumn season. Looks like it's a pumpkin quilt, right, Melanie?
It is.
Yeah.
It is a pumpkin quilt.
And today we are going to be talking about a unique ministry at Schweitzer called I call them Schweitzer Quilters, but I guess you have another name, right?
Right.
And it's called, what do you call yourselves?
Piece by Piece Quilters.
And you want to elaborate on piece by piece?
Piece by piece is piece being piece, P-E-A-C-E, piece, by piece being piece of a quilt. So we're taking pieces and making quilts out of it.
And producing piece.
And producing, hopefully
producing
piece.
Yeah. Well, why don't you share the story about how this got started, when it got started?
Well, about a year and a half ago, maybe. I just enjoy quilting. It's one of the things I'm passionate about. And we have, as a church, we host the Coach House ladies and marigold houses.
Yeah.
And my thought was, well, quilts are perfect for homes. And if we're welcoming new ladies every year, as part of our Schweitzer ministry, that I thought it'd be really nice to give the ladies a quilt while they stay here. So we put the word out, and several ladies started coming together. Ladies that like to quilt like to do it together and spend time together. It's a great fellowship to get to know other people and connect at church.
And it's a great opportunity for those of us that enjoy quilting or piecing to spend time together and have an ultimate goal to use our talents for, because we not only do the Coach House, but we also make quilts for the babies in Embrace Grace. Yeah. And so that gives myself an opportunity to make quilts and sew and be able to give them to someone that can use them.
How many people are involved?
We have about 20 or 22 people on our email list. And if we have a sewing day, we usually have about 15 ladies show up on average.
Are they all ladies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now they are.
No guys involved quilting?
Not yet.
But you're welcome to come.
Yes, you are.
Sound just like my grandmother. Always, whenever I walked into the room, she's like, here's a thimble.
There you go.
And a needle. And when do you meet?
We meet the first 3 Mondays of the month, about 9:00 down in Memorial Hall. We take turns making pots of soup and cookies, and we share lunch together. And we can sit and sew in the afternoon, but generally by the time we finish lunch, everybody starts feeling like they're ready to go home. So we're done about 2:00 in the afternoon.
You start at 9, go till 2?
Just about, yeah. And people come in anytime. You don't have to be there at 9. Just come whenever your schedule fits.
Yeah. You're welcome to join us anytime. And most of the ladies are there during the three Mondays. We probably have at least 15 or so each week. Wow. But there may be different 15, you know.
Sure.
So it's a great opportunity to visit and to learn.
Yep.
We're always, every time you get together with a bunch of ladies, you learn a little bit of something.
Yes.
And I'd say about a third of the ladies aren't members at Schweitzer.
Okay.
They've come because they've heard of our group or a friend brought them.
Mm-hmm. Great. How many quilts can you do in 3 Mondays a month?
Well, we try to make more quilts than there are, say, ladies at Coach House.
Yeah.
So I think right now we probably have maybe 15.
15 or 20 total between the two groups.
Yeah. And then also with baby quilts, there's this time 12 moms. Last time there were 15 moms. So we try to have a lot more quilts than there are babies or moms so that they can choose one they like and not feel like, oh, I got the last one that nobody wanted. So there's extra left over.
And then where do you get your designs?
Quilt shops. We get free designs online. Sometimes it's something that somebody's already made and enjoys making.
Yeah.
Well, this is really beautiful. This pumpkin one.
Yeah.
Who made this one?
That was me.
You made
DJ
this?
did this
Yeah.
one.
DJ.
And if you flip it over, you'll notice the back is actually a fabric called minky. And we have found that even the moms of babies and the Embrace Grace, and not Grace, Coach House moms like the mink, the soft minky. So it's not traditional to put that on the back, but that's what we do.
I mean, this is really beautiful and fantastic. So how many quilts have you made? You've been doing this for about a year and a half. How many quilts have you made?
I don't know that we've kept track,
Yeah.
but I would guess between 25 and 30, maybe more than that, because last year we had more ladies last year in Embrace Grace.
Right. I'd say we did 25 or 30 baby quilts and
Mhm.
then maybe a dozen or more, maybe 2 dozen. I'm not sure.
Wow.
Bear quilts.
And what do you hear back from the recipients? What do you hear back from people who receive the quilts?
Mm,
I think they're surprised that as a group, whereas the church cares enough about them to give them a quilt. All of our quilts have a label on them that say that as you wrap yourself in this quilt, you're being wrapped in love and prayers by Schweitzer Church. And
Wow.
I think that the ladies, so far it's all been ladies that have received these, have feel like this is coming from the church, and they are being wrapped in love and prayers. So,
yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
And we'd love to invite anybody who enjoys sewing and wants to sit and sew with other ladies. You learn something, you pick up a tip or trick. It's just a great fellowship.
yeah.
And if anybody has a long arm out there and wants to join us,
A
We have-
long arm?
Yes.
it's what quilts the quilts for us. We piece the tops on our Mondays, and then somebody else in our group takes them home and quilts them for us. So she'd love another person that owns a long arm to join our group and wants to do part of that as a ministry.
Okay.
Share part of that ministry, because it is a time consuming thing.
Yeah, it is. Well, if somebody wanted to join,
Mhm.
how would they join? What steps would they go about?
They could contact the church and get either one of our information
Yeah.
if they wanted to, or they could just show up in Memorial Hall on a Monday.
Okay.
One of the first
Right.
3 Mondays of the month.
Bring your sewing machine and come join us.
Yeah.
That is one thing I don't have, a sewing machine.
Yeah. And we have fabric and stuff to sew.
Yeah.
So they just bring their sewing machine and themselves, and we've got coffee and soup ready.
Okay.
Love to have them join us.
Fantastic. Well, DJ and Melanie, thanks for coming in. Thanks for bringing this beautiful quilt. And so if people are listening, they probably might want to go over to YouTube and see the video of this conversation, because that's where they can see what the quilt looks like. Friends out there, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for paying attention to what's happening in Beyond Sunday. And this is one of the great expressions of God's beauty that extends beyond Sunday and touches lots of people. So thanks for your work and your ministry, your passion, and sharing that with us today.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Yeah. And thanks for tuning in. And we hope you have a great day. We love to see you on Sunday, and we love to hear what God is doing beyond Sunday. Bye-bye.